Hi and welcome back to Rolling the Robsons. This is our first trip away with our new caravan just behind Martha's Head, and where Olivia's passing the bottle over. So we're going to somewhere new called Ripley Park. We were meant to leave at... Sorry, just doing the wipers in the wrong time. We were meant to leave at 12:30. We're a little bit late. Two reasons. One is I left the keys and I didn't know where they went. So that's a useful thing. Always make sure you've got some spare keys for your caravan. And number two, we also seem to have 3 baby hedgehogs arrived now. God, I'm sure the mum somewhere, and I don't know the dad, but that also kind of took us a little bit. So are you excited, Maisie?
Yeah.
Martha excited?
Yeah.
Olivia excited? Yeah, she's not sure. So we'll join you back in a little bit when we get there. It's about an hour and a half's drive, and fingers crossed everything goes spot on the first time in the caravan. Bye for now. Hi, so we've got here at Ripley Park. It was a little bit more dramatic than I probably would have liked. We got here and it just seemed that the fuel was kind of dipping and dipping, and we got here just in time, and then when we got out of the car we could smell diesel. So it looks like, well, I'm not entirely sure yet, but it looks like the filter that just got replaced in May isn't working properly, and it's basically leaking diesel at the bottom of the car. So fingers crossed, the RAC are going to kind of look, see if they can fix it. Otherwise it might mean that we need to have the car and the caravan recovered, and it's about 90 miles from our it's about 90 miles from our house. So I'm hoping that isn't the case. I managed to go and get some more diesel for the car, but it's sitting there and it is starting to drip again, so I've put something under so we can catch the diesel and put it back in the car rather than it being wasted. But that's where we're at the moment. I mean, the park looks really nice. It's just started raining. It is still very hot and humid here on the 29th of July. So yeah, the girls are out playing somewhere. I'm just worried about the car a little bit, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We go to France in 4 weeks and we already have a sensor problem we need to fix, so fingers crossed that's not too much. Otherwise we'll set up a Just Given page. Only joking. Yeah, and I think the front of the caravan also seems to be a bit murky, so I wonder whether a little bit of the diesel has been sprayed up from the back of the car as well, so I'll have to give that a quick clean. So there you go. It's now nearly 5 o'clock, so we'll have to have some tea, and then we'll have to have a think and see what we're doing, because we might be here tomorrow, we might not. Catch you in a bit. Good night here on day 1 of Rolling the Robsons. I think we'll just do this as one video. Sorry we haven't filmed as much as we probably normally would do. So after seeing you last, we played some games. Me and Maisie played Connect 4, and then Martha spent a bit of time outside the park making new friends. We also had tea, and it was quite weird that I kind of went for the teppanyaki and went for plugging it in, but obviously there's no external socket as of yet on the van, so we had to cook everything kind of old school inside the oven. On the car front, the RAC sent somebody out. The guy came out, thought it was a housing, which would have been quite expensive. However, it appears that it's probably just a filter and the O-ring, so fingers crossed that'll be less than 100 quid to get that fixed. We now have a bit of premium diesel on the floor. Hopefully the site doesn't get too annoyed at that. It does look like quite a nice site, so tomorrow it is going to rain, so we're probably going to go in the pool, and then if it doesn't rain for certain parts we'll give you a quick tour of the site, because it does seem a well maintained and well kept site here at Ripley Park. So good night and we'll see you later. Hi and welcome back to our second day here at Ripley Caravan Park. It has been overnight absolutely lashing it down, and you might be able to see, you can see that or not, that it is still raining fairly heavy. As we said yesterday, we had a few problems where the filter had decided to die on the car and was like leaking diesel everywhere. So we had them come out last night. He checked everything over, thought, yep, it's a filter. We rang them again this morning through the RAC, because we're actually with the Co-op Extra, and we'll put like a link below maybe if that's of interest to you, because we get like breakdown cover, phone insurance and holiday insurance, and that includes the caravan up to 8 meters, I think. So it's £15 a month, but to be fair, they've came and done that, and it's sorted, and it gives that protection, especially with having children with us. So yeah, it was a worry about the cost of it, because originally we thought we needed a housing, which would be £180. Fortunately we didn't, we just needed a filter. So the guy came back today, fitted it, and I was like, oh, how much is that, about 100 quid or something? And he was like, oh, well, no. He said the RAC pay for the call out fee and they pay for the fitting. So I was like, oh, okay. He said, oh, it's had a long look, and he came back and said, oh, it's £15.82 pence. And I was like, what? £15.82 pence. I was over the moon, because obviously we're worried again going to France that we'd have to use some of our spending money from France to pay for that. So today we're all ready. We've been sitting in the caravan chilling with the telly on, because it is absolutely lashing it down still. So sorry if the weather's not so good in North Yorkshire, that's our fault. And we're going to go drive the car into one of the nearest towns to get some petrol, because it hasn't got a lot in. It's got some in, but it hasn't got a great deal in. And then we're going to find a soft play for the girls to go to this morning, come back, have dinner, and then later on we're going to go into the pool. And I've also heard later on that at 5 o'clock the chippy comes, although it might be a bit of a wet getting to it. So we'll catch you later, and hopefully that the filter is all it needs doing. Bye for now. Hi and good morning and welcome back to One of the Robsons. Sorry we didn't get a lot of footage yesterday, but it did absolutely lash it down pretty much all of the day. So after I left you, we went into town, as we said, got some diesel, and then found a place called Winky's, and we'll put some little bits of footage up in that in a second. We then came back here, we had dinner, and then we went in the pool for the afternoon. And then again after the pool we had a little bit of a relaxed time, playing a few little games, board games and things. And then on the night time we went and had fish and chips from the on-site van that came at 5 o'clock, so we had that. Again, I'll put a little bit of footage up in a second about that. And then lastly we went to the games room and we played pool, and then we played table football, and that was pretty much it. Oh, one last thing, and then we came back and we watched a film once the little one had gone to sleep. So it was a good day considering it was raining. It's now 20 past 10, and we're now trying to make a decision whether to try and stay on here later, so we can get a bit more of the actual park, because I've missed a lot of the park because of the car and the fact that yesterday it rained all day. So we're trying to decide whether to stay here a little bit later or whether to go home at 12 o'clock. So we're just whipping around. Martha and Olivia and Lucy are at the park, while May's at the front watching some TV. So we're going to get the caravan ready as much as we possibly can, and then once that's done we can make a decision either way. I am hoping we can stay a little bit longer, because looking outside the weather looks a bit better today. It's cloudy and it is meant to rain later on, but hopefully we can get a few hours in before the rain comes back, at least to get to see the park itself, and we'll take you around. So here's a little montage and some clips from yesterday of the things we did, and then and we'll catch you in a little bit and we'll tell you whether we stayed or whether we went. What are you feeding the ducks? They're eating all the food. Is it a piece of ducklings coming? So what the ducklings are going to give us ducklings?
Oh, ducklings!
We're waiting to get out first. So we're just going for a walk now into Ripley itself, where apparently there is a famous Ripley ice cream parlour. So we're going to try the ice cream and see how that goes. So we'll see you in a bit when we hopefully get there, and we'll show you what we've bought.
This one tastes like Mimi's. I like the Mimi's. But them are sugar. So much sugar. It's the same one.
So we're now leaving, so hopefully you've enjoyed our little video about our time at Ripley Park. We stayed on for a bit longer, which I think was worth it. Do you agree, Lucy?
Yeah.
She's nodding. She doesn't want to be in the video, but she's nodding. So we're now all hooked up. We didn't quite sit at 4 o'clock, but by the time we'd done a thing, we were kind of happy enough that we'd spent our time here. So please give us a thumbs up if you don't already, as a bit of a like, maybe put a comment if you've been at Ripley Park before, and if you don't already, subscribe. So we've now got to go through our best parts, and would we come back here again? Would I come back here again? I probably would, yeah. I would say it's not expensive, but it's not cheap either. It cost us £60 for the 2 nights. Then obviously the swimming was on top of that. It is a lovely site, and I think with better weather it will be even better. And maybe we might come back next year. So my favourite part was probably going in the swimming pool yesterday. Maisie, what was your favourite part?
Going to the swimming pool.
Would you come back again?
Yeah.
How many out of 10 would you give it?
10.
10? Martha, what was your favourite part?
Pool.
The pool. And would you come back here again?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Martha made some lovely friends. I think she's a bit sad that they've left now, aren't you? Yeah, but might submit a different campsite. And Olivia, what was your favourite bit? How many marks out of 10? You're going to say goodbye?
Bye.
You going to say goodbye? No. Well, thanks for watching, and hopefully this has been useful for you. Our next trip's not until we go to France, unless we put anything in between, but I don't think we will. And then it's just starting getting things ready for France. So goodbye.